Outdated.
Dinosaurs.
The thought of the union scared me because what I see on the news, people always on strike, people losing their jobs. So I was kind of reluctant to accept it at first.
My father worked for a big steel company, and of course they were unionized. And the only thing that I can remember what union meant to me was when they went out on strike.
We had a good relationship with your employer, and we were quite happy, and we had a union drive coming along. We didn't see the need or the necessity to sort of have this. We were content with the status quo. Why change anything?
I see their points.
I see we're going to have to start from the beginning.
For over 100 years, the trade union movement has been at the forefront of progressive legislation in Canada. There have been many hard-won victories: the 8-hour day, universal public education, the right to collective bargaining, unemployment insurance, and workers' compensation. And there have been struggles, divisive and bitter, just and victorious.
I'm not really big on history. Do you have anything more modern?
In 1966, federal public servants won the right to bargain collectively, and the Public Service Alliance of Canada was born. 140,000 strong, the Alliance now represents public sector workers in the federal and territorial governments, universities, casinos, nursing homes, and social service agencies. It has become a powerful voice in the trade union movement, joining the fight against free trade, sexual and racial discrimination, poverty, and unemployment.
You don't have to be working in a Dickensian workshop to want to protect your work.
I mean, one of the reasons we unionized is because we have a good agreement, and to legalize that agreement and to protect that agreement, because in the current conditions under the current provincial government with the current cuts to education, there's nothing that would guarantee that we would keep anything like that unless we work to keep it.
TAs had the potential to sort of be, pushed aside here and there, maybe even left out. And so what this union does is it strengthens us. It gives us now a strong voice in the whole university level.
The unionization of AMITH is certainly facilitating communication between board and staff, so that we're not seeing as them and us. It's brought us together. We're working together for the common goal of what AMITH stands for, and that's working as women with women to help women.
Exactly. Right, Vincent? Vincent? Comfortable, are we?
Yes, thank you.
Well, don't be.
43,000 jobs were created this year, according to Statistics Canada. However, over 60,000 jobs were lost.
Bank profits were up last year.
With the union, and if you have any grievances or whatever, you're not alone in dealing with the problems that arise. You can give it to your union, and they will help you. And place your bets.
Unions bring a lot of advantages, like job protection. I'm hoping myself that job protection is definite in there, and maybe a raise would be nice. I'm working for minimum wage. Solidarity, we're going to all be working together, and it'll give us a little bit. It'll give us our rights, the legal rights we're supposed to have, which we don't have right now.
When we had a meeting to discuss unionization, there was some level of worry that we would lose our independence, that we would lose our way of doing things. But I think since we've unionized, I don't think anybody would ever go back to the way things were before.
Hello?
The Alliance has really respected the way we do things. They've not interfered, but they've always been there for us when we have needed them.
PSAC has been very supportive of us. I think we're not the average bear, as you might say, but they've listened to what we have said. They've heard us. They have supported us. And I think one of the things that the union has done for us at Amethyst, who have worked part-time and who are working part-time now, is the fact that it brought equality. That because you were part-time did not mean that you did not deserve to have exactly what someone was, the benefit someone was having working full-time. Having
a parent union, having this large national public service union, it gives us a really strong voice. We're not just 1,000 TAs, we're 1,000 TAs, plus we're also the Public Service Alliance of Canada.
My impression of the union is that they are working really hard to get a collective agreement signed, and they are also dealing with things that are happening within the workplace while this is going on.
It's just the legal rights we don't have right now that management is pulling away from us. We're going to get back, and that's the way it should be in the first place. And the union's there to make sure it's going to keep on going this way. I can't wait to start paying my dues.
A lot of people say that, you know, the day of the union is over. We're living in a post-industrial era now. We're living in an era of contract work. I think the more unstable one's work life is, and the more employers switch over to career work and to using temporary agencies and to, you know, offering short-term employment that doesn't have benefits or doesn't lead to any sort of job security whatsoever. I mean, the more that sort of dicey workplace becomes the norm, the more you need unions to help you out.
We still have to finish the title, you know?
Let them.